The current name of the country is Iran. It's an ancient name that means land of the Aryans. This was the name of the empire of the first great dynasty, the Achaemenids. The name Persia also originates from the empire that emerged over 2,500 years ago, more specifically, from the name of the closer home of the dynasty, the province of Fars, once known as Parsa. This is where Persepolis, the city of Persians, is located, as the ancient Greeks called it. Since Europe gained information mainly from the works of Greek historians, primarily of Herodotus, Persian names are remembered in their Greek form in the Western world. The Iranians know the ruined city by the name of Takht-e-Jamshid, which means the throne of Jamshid. According to Iranian mythology, the city was actually founded by the legendary lawmaker of the first dynasty, Jamshid. Historical and archaeological data indicate that King Darius I started the construction of Persepolis in 500 BC. The enormous stone terrace, the supporting wall system decorated by gorgeous friezes, the impressive stairway of the famous hall of 100 columns, and the stately reception hall, the Apadana, are all linked to his name. The function of the new Persian capital was to celebrate the most important holiday, the spring equinox they called Nowruz. Xerxes I, the son of the great founder, continued his father's work. He had another palace and harem built, and that was when the imposing gateway of the palace complex was created as well. Under Artaxerxes I, the actual construction work was basically finished. Subsequent, less important Persian kings made only minor changes to it. The rock graves of the kings were carved into the limestone rock walls above the palaces in the early 300s BC. The invasion of Alexander the Great from Macedonia ended the glory of the Achaemenid dynasty and Persepolis. After conquering Susa, the capital of ancient Persia, the Greek Macedonian armies marched into the ceremonial city as well. Not much later, the occupied Persepolis was set on fire. All wooden structures burnt down, with only bare walls and columns remaining. It's still a question of debate whether Alexander the Great burnt the city down on purpose or the fire was accidental. Anyhow, in 331 BC, the eighth wonder of the ancient world, Persepolis, was destroyed, along with the Persian Empire. The destruction was made complete by the earthquakes that knocked down the remaining columns that were still standing. Although a number of travelers visited the ruined city already in the Middle Ages, scientific exploration began only as late as the 19th century. This is where the 2500th anniversary of the Persian Empire was celebrated in 1971, during the reign of the last Shah. The envoys of the various nations, Medians, Babylonians, Egyptians, Scythians, Indians, and Ethiopians, who brought a plethora of gifts to the Persian Shah, almost come to life in the reliefs that miraculously remained intact.